Okay, what is up, good people of the crypto world? Just joshing you. Nice seeing you on the live, fam. I feel like it has been a minute since we've been on the crypto live, guys. I was sick for a few days, and honestly, I just needed a break. A break from the charts, a break from YouTube, a break from everything. But I could tell you without a shadow of a doubt, I am absolutely ready to get rocking and rolling and showing you guys some really good setups, making you guys some really good money. I have a clear, fresh look at the market. I haven't traded for almost 4 days. I'm going to trade now, but we're looking really, really good. We got our coaching coming up. We got our group coaching coming up. We got our funded accounts coming up. I think me getting sick was kind of an ode to saying, hey, you need to calm down. You need to chill out. You need to take a step back. Crypto has been rather very boring for me, guys. So what we're doing is we're going to jump into the charts fresh. I am going to go over my trades that I am in. White, how you doing? Just joshing you, 12 Supreme Rabbit. It was unfortunate because as soon as we got everyone dialed in for the trainings, guys, and the meetings, the introduction meetings, I got sick. If I did not message you, I will be messaging everybody tomorrow and organizing one-on-ones with the people that are getting coaching and stuff like that. All of that is done, and it is March. It is a new month. We're rocking and rolling. So the first thing is we want to look at this market, guys. I need you guys hitting that like button, all right? I'm going to be really, really trying hard to get these lives trending for their particular sessions. I need you guys absolutely crushing that like button. Now, March, I thought would have been a win right away. But actually, I got not wrecked, but I got stopped out on a trade that I thought was going to go pretty well. And Tokyo absolutely faked out. Tokyo manipulated and faked out. Welcome to March. Today was a bit of April Fool's, and that was for Tokyo. So Tokyo surprised me because Tokyo doesn't normally fake out. Not lately it hasn't, but today Tokyo said, all right, we're going to fake everybody out. You can go high leverage. We're going to wick everybody up here. We're going to double top right here, and we're going to come back down and dump. So I said, okay, Bitcoin short makes sense right here. It pumped all the way up to here, got stopped out the first time. The second time, we're back inside of the trade. Now, Bitcoin is a short all day. Okay, guys, Bitcoin is a short all day in this area. However, the Bitcoin short is not what I care about right now. I'm actually looking at Dogecoin. I am telling myself in this month of March, I will be trading more altcoins because I've only been trading Bitcoin. Enzo Lorenzo, how you doing? Man, all of our people in coaching is here. Shout out to you guys. Thank you very much for trusting me. Sorry, I was sick for a couple of days. But guys, Dogecoin is the play. Okay? Bitcoin is the play, sure, but I'm telling you guys right now, Dogecoin is going to print massive profit. You can see that Dogecoin is completely overbought in the 4-hour, and we'll get to Bitcoin, but I want to show you my Dogecoin trade, all right? This is going to be a beautiful trade. It's a 5X trade. Okay, we're running no stop loss, all right, but Dogecoin is absolutely going to drop. You've got the 1-hour overbought. Your MACD just crossed. You faked out on Dogecoin too in a little bit of a rising wedge right here. You already broke the trend. Okay, and Bitcoin's going to dump too, but you guys get the point. Dogecoin is where I care about. So Dogecoin should hit right here about 0.0885 and ultimately come all the way back down to here about 0.83 and 0.84. Those are my profit targets on Dogecoin. I posted this Dogecoin setup in beastlimitless.com. We are not bullish, okay? I want to let everybody know that right now. We're not bullish. This is not going to be a bullish March. We might get a dead cat bounce, sure, but there is no bullish March. I'm here to ruin everybody's bullish dreams, because the reality is here, I'm here to make money, and I'm here to show everybody you can make money, okay? So Dogecoin is the play, 5x, running no stop loss. Pretty much where you get out of the trade is you get out of the trade if it breaks this macro resistance. Liquidation is 11 cents. This market is wicking all over the place. Don't put money you're willing to lose. Non-financial advice, but what Dogecoin should do is roll over something like that, okay? So first order of business, we are on a 5x Dogecoin short, and we're holding it, all right? The Bitcoin short, we're on a Bitcoin short as well, and we're on our Bitcoin short to, like, this was a major fake out. We're on our Bitcoin short to about 64-ish, because that was the fake out. So 64 would be the fake out on Bitcoin. All right, right around right here. Okay, right around right here, 64.3. Because keep in mind, here was the resistance. Tokyo manipulated. Tokyo took out, well, Tokyo was trying to go for that previous New York high. But Tokyo definitely manipulated here. So we could see Tokyo manipulating. Like I said, guys, this is not a bullish month by any means. I'm going to show you guys why in a minute. The bottom here would be 64.8 for sure. The 1 hour is dumping. Now keep in mind, guys, we already broke trend. So we already broke trend on the market. Right? We already broke trend right here. This should have been the top here at 66.4, but because Tokyo manipulated, we can see this broke. We're pretty much going to come back down to here. Now what we want to do is redraw our resistance on our channel. Okay, right there, right here. And we could pretty much see that Bitcoin should come back down to around 64 and even ultimately 62 and a whole heck of a lot lower. Now, why do I think Bitcoin is going to drop into March when we had a very, very red February? The first reason, guys, is because if you look at the daily is very, very overbought, and we are remaining below the 50% on the daily candle. Now, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize that we've just been ranging in a lower high, a lower high, a lower high. Now, the caveat is that the 3-day is moving up, but the monthly, let me show you guys the monthly. The monthly RSI just broke. We're not trading on the monthly, but the reality is the monthly is going to catch up to the market. So now if you look at the monthly MACD, we are coming right down. Now you are completely separated. It doesn't matter what analysts you ask. A lot of these analysts are here to throw you in another direction, spew you BS. I'll be honest with you. A lot of analysts are not correct. Money management people, they don't know anything about trading because they don't look at the macro. This MACD is so separated right now, guys. I don't see a reversal of anything until right here. If we look at the 8-week time frame, again, we're in a big bear market. If we look at the 8-week time frame, the MACD is completely dropping on the 8-week. The RSI, everything is below the 50. Everything's below your 20. We're not bullish, and we're not even relatively close to bullish, especially with that daily. Now what you guys are going to see is you're going to see a tweezer reversal. So now there's a tweezer reversal forming on the daily candle, okay? Why is this or on the 4-hour candle? Why is this very important? Because you're having a tweezer body wick right here and a tweezer body wick right here. I did not trust that pump. I got stopped out. I lost the trade. I got back in. Do you know why? Because I look at my macro. Oh, if you guys are crushing that Dogecoin short, I want to hear it in the comments section below. All right. So this is a tweezer reversal. We're going to drop for another 50 minutes here. The momentum is going to drag down because your 4 hours overbought. And you can see your 1 hour coming down here as well with your 30-minute, because remember, the MACD is a lagging indicator. So if we go look at a 30-minute, we're dropping. If we go look at a 1 hour, we're trying to drop. If you go look at your 4 hour, your 4 hours pointing down and your MACD is about to cross down. Thank you for coming to the fun house of manipulation, and thank you for playing. All right. That is how the market is going to go. As you guys can see right now. All right. I didn't make up the rules. I didn't make up the games. It is the market maker. The reality is we broke the uptrend here. Tokyo faked out, and it's not looking good. It is not looking good for crypto for March. I'm just making this very, very clear. I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything, guys. If I thought longs were great, we'd be long, right? But Dogecoin, I gave you guys this trade at the beginning of the live, and I said, guys, Doge is the play. And Doge is dumping, baby. So same thing. Now, this isn't a tweezer reversal, okay? Bitcoin is, but it is a body closed reversal here, which I'll explain candles at some point. But yeah, Dogecoin is absolutely getting ready to dump. You can see right here, there's nothing holding it. It already broke the trend right here, right? The 4 hour, it broke trend too. So we're probably going to see a red Monday in the stock market, maybe in New York. I'm not sure. But it does look like London is probably going to take us down quite a bit too, right? So yeah, that's what we got on Doge, and that is what we got on Bitcoin, okay? So we've got that tweezer reversal. We've got that rising wedge. We've got that manipulation, right? Huge manipulation for Tokyo. All right, Wayne, how you doing? You think we dump with so much liquidity above? It's a possibility we come back up to 66.8, but I'll be honest with you, because we already broke this uptrend, we broke the uptrend. So it is really tough for us to break above. We could, for sure. But we already broke that uptrend. So we would need a stronger time frame to break above, and we're not getting above that stronger time frame with the daily completely overbought, guys. Keep in mind, look how overbought the daily is, okay? Now, we've remained overbought on the daily time frame for a very, very long time. This has remained overbought since February 15th. Why does this matter? Because it's been half a month. We've been ranging for half a month, okay? Now, our resistance lines up right about here. So what it looks like Bitcoin is doing, it looks like Bitcoin is going sideways pretty much to the side of this channel. It doesn't look like we're necessarily pumping. It looks like we're going sideways. And to the people that are asking me if I'm feeling better, yeah, I just needed a break. I lost my voice for 2 days, basically. I was feeling horrible, but we're rocking and rolling. This is going to be a very big month for this community and channel, guys, because I am going to bring so much content and value in training and everything in beastlimitless.com, in our coaching sessions in YouTube. All right. So make sure you guys have your notification bells on. Make sure you're in beastlimitless.com. This is going to be easily the biggest month ever, probably in 2026 for any crypto network at the moment. So I'm not telling you guys what is coming. Just make sure you turn on your notification bells. All right. So here we go. Here's the order block we're looking at, which is 63.9 to about 64. We do need to break this, but because the daily is so overbought, we're looking at about 62, because keep in mind, this broke right here. So you've got this trend breaking right here. You've got this order block, which is 65.2. Then you're looking right here. So about 63.6 at a double bottom is where you're looking at in the market in the shorter term. Or 64.3 actually, because you're going to play out the channel. And that's kind of what you're working with at the moment. Now, Doge is actually going to be in my top coins to trade moving forward, guys. There is so much profit to be made on Doge. Like, if you look at Doge and look at this trend, it's very simple. If you guys want a trade to trade in Doge, I've only been trading Bitcoin, guys, but I'm telling you right now, Doge is your play. Okay? If you look right here, actually, if you look right here, Tony Gold, how you doing? If you look right here, you broke it. And if you would have longed it, you could have took it all the way up to here. If you look right here, you broke it, you would have shorted it, and you could take it all the way down to here. If you look right here, even this little drop on Dogecoin, any trend that's breaking, a short. Okay? Here, not really a long. Here, a short, right? So if you guys look at the pattern on Dogecoin, it is so consistent, and oh my gosh, it is profit. I don't know how I haven't been trading Dogecoin before, but I will tell you guys right now, Dogecoin is my favorite trade probably of 2026, and Bitcoin as well. All right. It just is perfect for the leverage, and it isn't really going to wick you out unless you're yeah, so even the dailies drop in here on Dogecoin, right? So XRP, so we could look at XRP for sure. Now, guys, keep in mind the London Open, or the London session, I mean, could wick a bit, right? Of course, we're dropping a bit, but London could wick, fake out, whatever it is. XRP, head and shoulders, right here, I drew it out. I thought my voice was better, but then I started talking on the live, and now I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good, guys. Hit that like button, all right? Hit that like button. So I'm going to show you guys the thumbnail for tonight and for March, and it is going to be a thumbnail for the New York session too, but with a twist. Okay? So this is my thumbnail, and the reason this is my thumbnail is I want to make sure everybody potentially knows that March is going to be a red month. Here's the MACD crossing down pretty much. Right now, with us being that overbought on the daily, it is literally a ticking time bomb for crypto to crash and dump and whatever you want to call it, okay? Here's XRP, all right? XRP. So XRP is in the head and shoulder. We know that. We're going to remove all this stuff right here. Who's making money on Beast Limitless, guys? Trading. If you're making money, I want to hear it by typing 111 in the comment section below, fam. Let's get it. Okay. Here's XRP. Dropping. Money Muscles, thank you for commenting. Everybody, Enzo, thank you for coming up on the live. Up over 106% on Doge. Let's get it, fam. Oh, yeah, we're crushing that Doge short. We are crushing that Doge short. Let's get it. But anyways, if you're looking at XRP, guys, we are coming down, obviously, right? Dropping, bullish divergence, but it is remaining below the 50. It has broken out, but it also has broken down on the daily, okay? XRP is not really going to drop until this 3 days overbought. It will come down a bit, don't get me wrong, but the 3-day being overbought, the 18-hour has bearish dive right here. Yeah, this is you're looking at the next target on XRP around 86 cents. Let me see if you broke the uptrend here. Okay, so I would like to say XRP is trying to break the trend right now. But I do want to have 3 points of candles. There we go. So there's my trend on XRP. And yeah, so there's my trend on XRP right there. We still haven't broken the channel. If we go to our liquidity gaps here on XRP, right? So we've got, yeah, we break this 130. We're coming all the way down to 105 to $1. We can see the daily is dropping. We can see the 4 hours dropping, the 4 hours coming right down. So we definitely most likely visit around 118. Christoph, how you doing? Thanks for coming on the live. How about Ethereum? Wakeboard Wildman, how you doing? OG fam, how you doing? White, how you doing? I hope you're excited for our coaching. Who else is doing coaching with us? Shout out to you guys. Thank you for the trust. I appreciate you. I mentioned this earlier, guys, but our coaching, our funded account, daily live streams, and our group coaching is done for now. So whoever gotten, great job. I will be accepting no more payments after today, which is pretty much done. So maybe next month, but as of right now, this is a trial. So shout out to those of you who did it because it is done for now. But I appreciate the trust and support from you guys. All right, Ethereum. Okay, so I don't know why I don't like Ethereum, guys. I just never have liked Ethereum. It's so weird because it is a large cap. I should be trading ETH, but I've never liked Ethereum, ever. I don't trade it. I don't like it. I don't know. But here is ETH. It is in a range, so it's pretty simple. You kind of play the range, right? So ETH broke the uptrend here. Ethereum broke the uptrend here. So that means that Ethereum should come down to around 1791-ish in this region. My only thing on Ethereum is play Ethereum, play the range, right? Play the longs and play the shorts until it breaks this area. If you're looking at the resistance on ETH, So you're looking at about 1,700. If you're looking at below there, then I would short it. I wouldn't long ETH. ETH is very, very close to just jumping off a cliff. Like, look at this trend line on Ethereum. And we're holding. The only reason we're holding is because that 3 days consistently moving up. Sure, we are in a rounded bottom on Ethereum, but this is most likely going to roll over. So once this 3 days at the top, guys, I would be looking for getting in shorts and doubling up on your short entries. And that goes the same with Bitcoin too. We are kind of dropping, kind of ranging. But once this 3 day is at the top, that is when you're going to see the big drop. Look right here. So if you look right here on the 3 day time frame, as soon as we hit the top on the 3 day, guys, Timber, Bitcoin dropped right here, all the way from 95, 97, all the way down to 57K if you're looking at spot. If you're looking right here, yes, there is bullish. No, there's no bullish divergence on the 3 day. So if you're looking right here, what do you think Bitcoin's going to do? Hit the top of the 3 day, topple down. Look right here. This is the downtrend, right? The continuation of the downtrend. Hit the top of the 3 day, 124, topple down all the way to here. Range, sideways and a bearish pennant or a bearish flag. Dump. Come up. Range, sideways and a bearish flag. Dump at the top of the 3 day. So that is pretty much what is happening at the moment. Now, things will range. We have a London Open coming up, okay? London Open, Dogecoin, whatever. Bitcoin's going to range. We are in a macro range. So if you guys are looking at trades, you might want to take profit on some of your trades, or you might want to ride them depending on your leverage. All right, let's take a look at Ethereum here. Or not Ethereum, Solana. Wow, 82, okay. So Solana is kind of in the same predicament here. We have a rounded bottom. We pretty much almost broke out on Solana. 4 hours dropping. 1 hour's dropping. We have a rising wedge right here. We broke it. Broke it right there. Broke it right there. So you're probably going to see Solana hit around 76. And then obviously we got a micro range right here, which is to right here. So 76. If we break 76, there is a potential that Solana does dump off this rounded bottom, might I add, all the way down to about $50 or even $55. If you look at the liquidity gaps here on Sol, right? If you look at the liquidity gaps here on Solana, guys, you're looking at it breaking about 78, then we come down to about $60, and ultimately, yeah, 60. I would say 60. It is in a huge rounded bottom. This is most likely going to fake out and be a bearish pennant, and then dump all the way down to around $60 on Sol. Now, let's look at the bullish scenario. Can't really give you guys the bullish scenario. I'll be real with you because the daily is completely overbought. But what I will say, we could range for a bit more, dump, range until we hit this channel. It looks like we're just going to range until we hit the side of the channel and then drop back down to here. Or there's a possibility we just drop into Monday morning. Yeah. Big possibility. We can see London. We could see we are pushing up a bit before London here, but ultimately the 1 hour is dropping here for a couple more candles. So make sure you guys manage your leverage, because if you don't manage your leverage, you're going to get wrecked. Don't try to go 20x, 30x on altcoins. I'm only on 5x on Doge, guys, and already up $100 and something. So if I make 800 to 1,000 on Doge, I'm happy at the end of the day. I am definitely happy at the end of the day. Even if I make 400 bucks, I'll just re-enter, right? It is a really good profit. Yoel, how you doing? Can you look at LTC Litecoin? Litecoin used to be one of my favorite trades. I kid you not. Litecoin was, I loved Litecoin, okay? Used to be my go-to trade before. Now Litecoin's faking out a bit. Let me redraw this channel here in Litecoin. Okay, now that's kind of the range on Litecoin. So I'm going to look at Litecoin in the shorter term. So we're going to see our uptrend here has been broken. This would have been the short. And we've got resistance right here. Faked out, broke trend. So we're below the conversion line on Litecoin. I would say that Litecoin does drop back down to about $50-ish in that region. Litecoin is very, very overbought in the daily. Wow. Litecoin's setting up for a primo short. So I could see Litecoin dumping all the way down to, well, 40 bucks, even. Yeah, I could see Litecoin coming down to around $40, but in the shorter term, you're looking at about 49.80 to about 50 bucks. Off the 618 right there, so about 50 and about 49. $49 and $50 on Litecoin. If you get a little bounce, which you probably might, in the shorter term, this is oversold. Maybe you come up in here 56, but you're looking at a range. So as long as you know your levels here, you should be fine. Looks like we hit the top on Litecoin too. So everything is gearing up for a big move, guys. Like I said, that daily is completely overbought. There is no scenario where I'd be recommending long. None. Not at the moment. And of course, short term, unless you're scalping in the shorter term, like the 5 minutes moving up right now, the 15's oversold. But initially that 1 hour is definitely dropping. And of course, then you come into New York and you want to see what New York is going to do. And obviously in the morning, you do want to look at that 4-hour MACD. You want to see if that 4-hour MACD crosses down into New York session or even before that, because that 4-hour is pushing down. All right, let's see what else we've got here. We've got Solana, we've got Bitcoin, we've got Ethereum, we've got Litecoin. I know TRX is another one, Tron. I don't even like trading TRX anymore. It plays out, but you wait a while. If you guys would have held that TRX trade, you would have made a lot of money. Look at that. Range, and then dropping. I called the short on the TRX trade on the live last week, guys, around Friday or Thursday. See much profit you guys would have made. So shorted it here. I think it was about right here. Stop loss was just above the previous high. Oh, yeah, you made nice 1 to 4. So hope you guys made good money off that Tron short. And then what else do we got? We got ADA, Cardano. So Cardano is in a little bit of a rounded bottom here, but again, daily's pushing, 18 hours pushing down, daily's pushing down, 4 hours overbought. Altcoins are looking pretty tough right now, while Bitcoin is at least remaining above that 65.8. And that 4 hours coming down on Cardano too. Cardano is a really good trade, but I still like my Doge trade. I feel like Doge is the best trade right now. It's been the best trade for a lot of days, honestly. Like Dogecoin is getting ready to dump. Same with a lot of altcoins, guys, but Doge is looking fire. Elamon, how you doing? Loving XRP low. Buy. I don't think, again, non-financial advice, but I wouldn't be buying XRP, and I'm just going to put my 2 cents out there. With the 3-day almost overbought and it just teetering at the trend line and the monthly dropping, I personally don't think XRP is a good buy unless we could break the macro. So sure, if XRP breaks this downtrend on the daily, then I would probably say XRP is going to be a good buy, which would be about 210. And so you miss out on a bit. But the monthly is completely dropping, and the monthly broke the exact trend. And I'm not going to sugarcoat anything for anybody in the market, guys. XRP broke a trend here from 2022. Okay. So if you guys look at XRP from 2022, we broke that trend, which was right here. That means that XRP is potentially going to drop all the way back down to around 50 cents. And I don't want to say it. I don't want to be that guy, but we haven't broken that that support yet, which is good, right? We don't want to break that support. But it does look like XRP is about to dump very, very hard. How low can Doge go? Not much left. BCH. No, Dogecoin could dump a lot. So if we're looking at Doge, yeah, I know what you're saying about not much left. So Doge could go down to about 5.8. And yeah, 5.3 even, 5.3, 5 cents. Doge could go to about 5 cents. If Doge breaks 5 cents-ish in that region, then Doge is pretty much going down to the bottom. Which would, well, you guys get the point. BCH. But guys, again, in the shorter term, things are going to pump a bit, dump a bit, whatever it is. BCH was looking really, really good here. You broke that little sideways uptrend. All right, so BCH is looking okay, but the 4 hours overbought. 1 hour is coming down. So I can see the 1 hour on BCH coming back down to around 429. You've got a little bit of a sideways trend here on whatever this is here. What is this? 427. Yeah. So you got a little bit of sideways trend. 428. You should come down to about 428 on Bitcoin Cash. You broke the low rising wedge uptrend. And you can see your 4 hours dropping here too. So if BCH breaks this area, then we are looking at pretty big further drop to about 397. Now BCH is on a downtrend at the moment, guys. So if we look at our previous low right here, and we take our Fibonacci 618 retracement, we're pretty much right there. So we're looking at BCH hitting that 384 target, 380. Hit that like button, guys. Let's run up the YouTube live. How am I doing? I'm okay, Ron. Trying to get a bit better. I thought my voice was better, but it's cutting out. Other than that, I'm feeling awesome. I'm feeling fantastic. Again, London's about to open. It looks like we're coming up a bit here. The 15-minute is oversold. The 5 minutes already overbought. We'll have to see how this 4-hour candle fares and how the 1 hour candle fares with our price action. And honestly, guys, Dogecoin is just ranging sideways here too. And same with Bitcoin. Yeah, see the 15 minutes moving up here a bit. 5 minutes overbought. Still in the downtrend here. 1 hour is still coming down. So this 1 hour should push the initial market down. Hit that like button, guys. Let's run up the live. If you're not in beastlimitless.com, join it. These London session lives get me tired. I don't know. I'm so fired up. It's just because the evening. Even the 1 hour is very, very overbought here too. So all right, so we got 15 minutes left on this candle, guys, for the London session. Let's go take a look at CoinGecko, and let's see what is actually looking good, if anything. Let's look at River here. River is actually trending. River broke out from $7. It is already $14. That's crazy. UK session, Josh. Thanks for doing the live. No problem. Humbled one. How you doing? Thoughts on Clarity Act and impact on the markets? Everything will have its place with the news and stuff like that, but I don't want to say much. I have my own thesis and feedback on the news and on things affecting the world. All I'm going to say is pay attention to it. It does matter, but I'm not going to give my feedback on it because I don't really pay attention to the news too much. Not because I don't pay attention, just because I don't like it messing up my my trading. But I'm aware of the news for sure. Still short. CJDV, I'm holding my short, right? I'm definitely holding my short. So we broke out, guys. So there could be a big pump here on River. Could. We could pump to 18 and then ultimately $78. Like, huge rounded bottom on River, guys, but looks like River is about to pop. You already broke the resistance right here. You got a huge rounded bottom, double bottom. So that would be the new channel. So potentially, I'm saying potentially, guys, not for sure. First look at River around 33, and then after look at River at about $80, and then after look at River about 140 plus. But yeah, River's looking very, very good, guys. Like, I mean, very good. Daily's looking good. 1 hour is even looking good again. I would definitely keep an eye on River for sure. Pirate Genetics, how you doing? Holding your XRP position on. Good stuff. Yeah, so this is a quick buy-up candle, but again, if you keep going down the 1 hour, we're probably going to have London drop or even range. because Tokyo was for sure manipulation. So that means either New York or London is going to be distribution, or New York might manipulate. Okay, so we've got Tether Dom here, just ranging, not doing anything in this sideways channel. So not too bad here. 4 hours moving up a bit. And we've got the total crypto market cap. Oh yeah, this is... Total crypto market cap rounded bottom, but you're completely overbought. So here's what I want to point out, guys. Bitcoin is below the 800 SMA. So if you go to Bitcoin here on the daily time frame, you're below the 800 SMA. Now, anytime you're below your 800 SMA, you're in a massive, massive, massive bear market. The last time we were below the 800 SMA was back in December of, or whatever that was, June of 2022. Now, if you look at the total crypto market cap, the total crypto market cap is also below the SMA here on the daily. But if you go to the 3-day, guys, this is very, very interesting. We're below the 800 SMA on the daily, on the total crypto market cap. This is all the crypto combined. But if you go to the 3-day here, we've been above it in December 22. This is the 3-day. This is really, really attentive. You need to pay attention to. And then this is pretty much 2020. So that means we've been above the 3-day 800 SMA for 6 years. We are getting presently close to breaking that 3-day with a huge, and I mean insane, death cross. It may take half a year. But all I'm going to say right now, guys, is we need to hold this 3-day 800 SMA, because if we don't, well, let me kind of show you guys. We already broke the 800 SMA on the daily, which was rather red and bearish. But if we can't remain below the 800 SMA on the 3-day on the total crypto market cap, it is about to get dodgy, so to speak. All right. So make sure you guys look up for that. But we are aiming for targets around 1.97 trillion and 1.87 trillion. So we kind of go something like this and something like that, because rounded bottoms pay the bills if they're fake outs in a bear market. In a bull market or in a bullish trend, rounded bottoms play out. Now, the caveat to that is that if you're on the daily and you're dropping or you're overbought, well, the RSI has this much more room to catch up to the top, but the RSI has already had a half a month to touch and break the 50% on the daily. Okay, now we're going to look at XAU and gold. So gold's popping, guys. Gold broke out. You can see it right there. Broke up my resistance. Now gold's about $5,400. Now you're looking at gold hitting the top here around 5,900. We've been talking about gold breaking out because it broke here, broke here. This was your major resistance. Now you're looking at about gold, that 58.59, bouncing off of that uptrend to the top. And ultimately, if gold breaks that, you're looking at about 6,000 and 6,400. However, we should see gold around this area right here. And then if we look at silver, silver is breaking out too, obviously, with gold. So I would expect if we take this wick on silver, we hit the top, and then ultimately we hit almost $148 on silver. There we go. So Bitcoin's slowly starting to come down now. We're trying to. All right, guys, hit that like button. We've almost got our 4-hour close coming to an end here. I believe we know the direction we're going to go, which is obviously probably down. But we could also range a bit, guys, because currently London is oversold on Bitcoin on the 15th. So we may range. If we go to Doge and Bitcoin, they're doing really nothing. You can see even here we're pushing down. 5-minute is completely overbought on Dogecoin. And your 1-hour candle is definitely about to drop. That being said, your 15-minute is ranging. So I wouldn't expect Bitcoin to drop too much until this 15-minute candle's overbought. And ultimately the 5 minutes overbought too. Pirate, I'm hoping gold and silver open the day with a halt due to 10% increase. That would make your morning. There you go. Okay, guys, so we are going to end the live off there because that is our London session. We're about an hour. I do got to do a New York live in the morning. Again, we might get some momentum pumping into the 15-minute time frame. CJDV, am I going to stream New York? 100% I'm streaming New York tomorrow. I've been sick for the last few days. You guys will 100% catch me on the New York session unless an emergency happened, which my voice is a bit spotty, but I do feel better. Just a bit tired, obviously. But yeah, I would say London's probably going to pump and range. If your 4 hours completely overbought, you're going to continue going down. I would say this is going to range to New York. Maybe you might have a big drop. You may have a big drop, but that 15-minute needs to be completely overbought before we start dropping. And that is on Bitcoin. That is on Dogecoin. Right? Like even Doge is coming down. But again, that 15-minute needs to be overbought before we get a big drop. But I'm expecting a very, very big drop on Dogecoin. All right, guys, thank you all for being on the London Live. That is kind of your breakdown. Looks like we're going to dump in the market, but I'm off to bed so I can actually be up for the New York session live and feeling great. New York session live will be about 9 to 9:30 a.m. CST in that area. And the active shorts right now are Dogecoin and Bitcoin around that 66.7 region. Hope you guys all have a great night. Thank you for being on the live. I really appreciate it. Let's see some wins, guys, in beastlimitless.com. Okay, we put that Dogecoin setup right here. Where was it? Dogecoin, Doge 5X, Bitcoin. Make sure you guys set up your wins in the comment section below. But again, we could range for the 15-minute time frame, so keep that in mind, guys. All right. Have a blessed day. Set your stop losses and profit. We will see you on the New York Live in the morning, 9 to 9:30.